Hi guys, this is Pinkie the housewife. I'm sorry I'm running behind, but even the courtroom, the trial been running behind today. They didn't start until about 11 o'clock, I think, uh, today. They was running behind, so it's okay if I run behind too. So we haven't missed much, okay? Thank you all for being here and everything. Let me just go ahead and get started since we're all running behind and everything. Let me go ahead and get my house rules out of the way so we can get started. Okay. Let me just welcome everybody to the Pink House. Go ahead and hit that like button coming in. Please hit that like button. That help keeps me in the algorithm. All right. And subscribe to the channel. If you can, go ahead and subscribe to my second channel, Pink Global. So we can go ahead and get that one monetized. I've been telling everybody and asking everybody, I'm just going to have to go out in the street and start paying people to sit down and watch my videos. I'm going to hold church service out in the middle of the street. And our church service is going to be, we're going to sit there. We're going to talk about why I need to get monetized. And we're going to sit there and have everybody to click on the same video, subscribe to the channel, and we're going to watch it together. And then when we get through watching it, we're going to talk about it and pray about this channel. And then we'll help somebody else to pick out another video. And that's what we're going to have to do. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't know how to go out in the streets and have church. So I bet just keep myself inside my house, okay? But if I could, I would, but I'm not going to do that. Church in the street to get monetized. We just going to pray, okay? Because like I've been trying to tell you all, let me see what I needed. For Pink Global, I need 251 subscribers. 251. Yeah. That's my second channel. That's not this one. That's my second channel. And I am covering this on all three of my channels today. All three. All three. So we're going to be good. Nobody's going to let me cuss them out. I'm not going to cuss nobody out. I'm going to be good and everything. Okay? And we ain't going to come up here talking about other people's channels, what they saying. We ain't going to do that because I'm carrying this on all three channels. I don't need nobody to come over here saying, oh, you just sent somebody over to my channel. They came over to hear what we saying, and then they came back over to your channel and said so and saying so. And you sending people. I ain't sending people. I ain't sending nobody nowhere. So we ain't gonna do that because this is on all three of my channels. So if you not heard it from the major news outlet, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what no other because I never need that. I never needed that. I don't know why people think I don't need that. And I never saw nobody. So we ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna let nobody do that on my channel because I'm carrying this on. I'm not gonna jeopardize my channel, my three channels, over some mess. Hell to the no. See, y'all got me cussing already, and I said I wasn't gonna cuss. Okay. So, but anyway, hit that like button. We're talking about Sean Diddy Combs today. Okay, and his trial. Is it Debbie? Debbie, I'm mad at you. You didn't tell me. I was supposed to be sending you your dinner. Mr. Pinkie's supposed to be sending you dinner. I love you, Debbie. You know, when I say I'm mad at you, that's me. I love you. Okay? Because I don't say that to many people. I'm mad at you. When I say I'm mad at you, that means I love you. I hope you're doing wonderful. I know I see everybody else in here. Let me speak to Debbie. Debbie is my love. Hi, my Debbie. How are you doing? Ooh, my Lord. Ooh, my Lord. That means, ooh, I got you, Debbie, right there. Okay. Okay. Hi, Missy. Miss Missy. How you doing? Miss Pinkie, happy Thursday. It is Thursday. We ain't got but one more day, then we can take a rest from the Diddy. The Diddler. Hey, I'm finally catching a live at the start. Oh, ooh. Thank you. I'm glad you're catching a live from the start. Right, because everybody's been behind. Trial an hour behind. I'm behind everything. Y'all know I wake up late. So, hi, Miss Terry, Pinky, and Chad. You know I'm already hit that like button, working and listening. Oh, Lord, Terry. Yep. See, I'm having church already up in here. Up in here. Getting hot up in here. Hello, Aunt Debbie and Terry. Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to talk about this. And Debbie, you're always welcome to come up whenever you get ready, so you can tell me whatever you want to tell me, because I missed out. I know you and went through your surgery. I hope everything went well. Y'all make sure you put some prayer hands in there for my Debbie. That's my Debbie. You crack me up. I'm trying not to crack nobody up today. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna sorry. Sorry. But guess what? Y'all can tell. Look, I'm just drinking my hot lemon water. See how it's hot? Can y'all see the steam coming out? It's hot. And I got my HEB cup here, a tumbler here, HEB. Y'all need to get me to talk about your products, your mugs, and your tumblers. Okay? I'm not going to do this for free, though. Okay? HEB tumbler. I like it. Don't ask me the price. They got it overpriced, though. And also, y'all know, I love this place. This is my spring water, my sparkling water. So I have everything sitting here. I have everything sitting here. I even got my baby oil. My baby oil. Now, I don't buy 1,000 bottles of baby oil or more. No, I don't do that. And my baby oil is for a real baby. A full baby, a live baby, a little baby running around. It ain't no grown man using it. This is for a baby, because we do have a baby in the house. Okay? And I may have 2 bottles. One that don't belong in here, but it just got put in here because somebody was trying to use baby oil for reasons that they shouldn't use baby oil. You should not use baby oil for reasons that should not be used for. Baby oil is not for grown men. Baby oil is not so you can rub it all over your head down to your toes, all over your body like that, a grown man. Baby oil is for babies. Okay? There's been a shortage on baby oil because of these people buying 1,000 bottles or more. If you buy 1,000 bottles or more, that means over all those years, you've been buying baby oil. 1,000 bottles or more. You know how much, when people be looking for baby oil for their babies, they can't get it? Are you doing milk like that too? Is milk becoming a shortage because somebody is taking milk and using it in the freak off? I don't know. But this is not for a freak off. This is for babies. I'm going to have to do a segment on baby oil, so we'll know what baby oil is used for. Not for freak offs, not for grown men to be rubbing it all over each other and pacing around in the room, acting like a fool. Okay, I just had to get that out there. You got the commercial part. You're a good spokesperson. Thank you. I just go overboard. Okay, let me see what I want to drink first. I better drink my hot stuff first, my hot lemon, because I haven't had nothing to drink, nothing to eat this morning. I recently just got up. So, life is wonderful. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the Diddy. Remember what I said yesterday? I told you all I was going to have something for you all yesterday, and I did it, and I got it. Okay. So yes, I did. I got all the transcripts and everything, and I'm going to continue to have them all for every day of the trial. Yeah, I had to pay for it. I paid for it. Like I do everything else. I pay for my stuff. So that's why I don't be needing to get nothing from nobody. I pay for my stuff. I always have and always had, always did. I never I do I'm always the person that do their own stuff. Don't be getting me twisted. Y'all, don't get me twisted. Don't be getting it twisted now. Y'all better come off. Um, Let me get started with this. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the trial right quick. I So we're going to go ahead and get started with the trial. I got the transcripts and everything. We're going to go over that. But before we go over the transcripts and everything, let me just go ahead and now, Bryana, she go by another name, Bongo, Bong, whatever she go by. Shit, I don't know. But anyway, her name is Bryana. Okay. And she's again on the stand today. All right. I think people call her Bono. I think Bana. I think Bana or Bono. One of them. Shit. But I'm going to just call her government name, Bryana. But everybody's calling her Bana. I'm going to say Bryana Bana. Okay? But anyway, who cares? Y'all know who I'm talking about. She's on the stand. She's Cassie's friend. And she's on the stand again today. She was on there yesterday. She's the young lady that Diddy decided to hang over the balcony. 17 stories balcony. If you had a slip, she had a slipped out of your arms, man, do you know that woman would be probably unalive? And you won't be just, well, you need to be on there for some of those too. Some people say that a lot of people come up unalive being around Diddy, being friends with him. But this woman could have been the same way. If thank God. But then you had to throw her into the balcony furniture. The furniture on the balcony. That's sadistic. That's kind of evil. I know he once told her he's the devil and he can unalive her. But he said the word Kill. Same thing in social media world. But anyway, let's get into it. So before we get into the transcript and everything, because once I get into the transcript, I'm going to just go straight through it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and look at this one video. Where did I put that video? Video. Where did I put it? Where did I put that video? Oh, never mind. I got it. Oh, guys. Life is a bunch of chips. You can get some chips or dips. Okay, let me okay, so we're gonna look at this. This is a short. I got two videos today, but also with those two videos, we're still gonna figure out and see what's going on outside, because outside the courthouse, outside on the streets, New York got their own flavor, and it's been chaos. It's been some chaos going on today. Yes, it has. There's always some mess going on outside the courthouse, outside on the street. You can't. But anyway, we're going to watch this one video and then we're going to get down. We're going to watch this one video. Then we're going to get down to the transcripts and everything. So I'm going to go over to zoom the transcripts in so y'all can see it as I go through the transcript with you, okay? But this is what we're going to do. So we're going to watch this one video. This is the expert weighs in on the Diddy trial. They're going to weigh in on the Diddy trial. Oh, we need to first, let me just see what's going on outside right quick. See what chaos is going on out on the street. Y'all know they always got something going on. Somebody's always into something or fighting or talking or going off. Y'all know how it is on outside. Let me see. Let's see. I love the fact that I was able to get this is today. Okay. Let me see. Can I enlarge this? This is today. This is outside the courthouse. I always like showing what's going on outside too. You know, y'all know I do. I always show the courthouse steps, whatever they doing out there. I got to know. But I want to know what's going on inside the courthouse. Okay. So this is outside the courthouse, and this is just a few minutes ago. Let me see. How many minutes ago did they say this was? It is. Okay. Okay. So let me see. Let me just I always try to keep tab of everything. So I know where the information came from when I do, and I only do major news outlet. So that way they can get the proper credit because I don't ABC News. So this is what ABC News, guys. Okay. ABC News. Let me just make sure I make a note of that. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. Short video. Okay. Here we go. So we can and they have the warning up, graphic content. I normally put it up, I just forgot, but they thank God that they got it. A warning for graphic content. Okay, so if your ears cannot take it, put some cotton balls in those ears. Okay, put those cotton balls in those ears. Y'all ready? Okay, here we go, guys. And if you put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. All right. We're only 20 minutes in and we already started.
It's one of the top searches on Google. Why is Diddy being charged with RICO?
So the Racketeering Act, also known as RICO, came about in 1970 and was really established to fight organized crime, but it's been morphed into prosecuting people in gangs, legitimate businesses, etc.
So how does this decades-old law apply to Combs' case? Prosecutors allege his business empire was also a criminal enterprise, making him millions and enabling decades of criminal activity.
Basically, the government's got to prove that there was an enterprise. They then have to show that there was a pattern of activity.
That pattern must include at least 2 predicate acts, related crimes committed by Combs and others within 10 years to prove a racketeering conspiracy.
And then they have to show, of course, that the defendant, that is Mr. Combs, that there was a hierarchy of structure involved, and that Mr. Combs either ran it or participated in it along with other conspirators.
Prosecutors allege Combs and his associates committed multiple crimes that would fit into this racketeering conspiracy. Kidnapping. Combs' former assistant, Capricorn Clark, testified Combs kidnapped her at gunpoint and made her come with him, threatening to kill Kid Cudi. Arson. Rapper Kid Cudi testified his Porsche was torched with a Molotov cocktail. Cassie Ventura, Combs' former girlfriend, who was dating Kid Cudi at the time, testified that Sean wanted Kid Cudi's friends to be there to see the car get blown up in the driveway. Bribery. Hotel security guard Eddie Garcia testified Combs paid for what he thought was the only copy of the incident in the elevator lobby in 2016, the caught on tape beating of Ventura by Combs. Garcia told the jury Combs called him Eddie my angel and handed him $100,000 from a brown paper bag. Forced labor and sex trafficking. Mia, a former personal assistant to Combs, testified under a pseudonym that she was forced to work long hours, at one time going 5 straight days without sleep, subjected to a cycle of physical abuse by Combs. Mia was one of 3 of Combs' former assistants who alleged similar working conditions on the witness stand. Mia tearfully testified about alleged instances of sexual assault by Combs, including an allegation that he raped her on the bottom bunk of her bedroom in his Los Angeles home. These claims of sexual abuse could fall under the predicate act of sex trafficking. Cassie Ventura also told the jury she was manipulated to participate in sex acts against her will. Transportation for the purposes of prostitution. Called it Cassie during her testimony said she was directed by Combs to use his travel agent to book travel for escorts for the sole purpose of free costs. And finally, possession to distribute drugs. 2 former assistants of Combs testified that they procured illegal drugs for him on multiple occasions. One assistant, Capricorn Clark, testified she witnessed Combs giving drugs to girlfriends and friends, something both Cassie and Mia told the jury. The RICO charge alone carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. The defense says the evidence shows Combs may be a flawed individual, but is not a racketeer. He's pleaded not guilty to all charges and denies running a criminal enterprise and denies any sexual assault or abuse.
Okay, guys. Oh, wait.
It's one of the top searches on Google.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Being charged with RICO.
That was good. I kid you not. That was good. The reason why I say that was good, they was explaining, putting pieces together because like he said, that's one of the top searches, right? One of the top searches on Google. And a lot of people still got questions. A lot of people don't realize, in my opinion, they already gave out everything for the RICO. They'd already established RICO to me already. And when I say that was good, that was good. I may have to keep that in my piggy bank. I know y'all wonder what is my piggy bank. Wait. I may have to keep that. When I say my piggy bank, I literally mean it's not a real piggy bank. Okay. Meaning I'm not gonna let that go. I'm gonna have to show that kind of often. Hi, Miss Debbie.
Hey, Pinky, how you doing?
Fine. I miss you so much.
Well, I miss you too. You know I do.
I know you do. How you doing? How you feeling?
I feel better. I'm getting stronger. It's a lot I have to go through. It's still some things, 'cause they can't find the bleeding inside of me, but I'm praying and I'm just not complaining and just going on with life.
Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am. And I still got you on my calendar. for your surgery. I still have that on my calendar. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I could and I know I know Debbie's voice, and so I can tell that you're not your strongest right now. I just wanted to make sure. Hi TNT, thank you for being here. We got our Aunt Debbie on the panel. Oh my God. So you're just resting right now?
I'm just resting. I just came home. Um, and just took a lot of tests, so they trying to find out where the bleeding is coming from.
Where the bleeding
They
is
want me
coming
to
from?
rest because my blood keeps going down real low, and they
Okay.
can't understand why that is happening too. You
Okay.
know,
God got
so
you.
I'm just relaxing. I miss all of you guys. I miss and love y'all. I thank y'all for all the prayers and well wishes and people who have sent cash apps and donated. I appreciate you so much, and I just thank God. I thank God for you. I thank God for you, Pinky, for being there for me and loving me as I do you and praying for me. I thank you so much.
Thank you. You are welcome. The whole time I've been sitting here and you was talking, I said to myself, I got to let Mr. Pinky know so he can get you your dinner. He knows your dinner, don't he?
Yeah. How Mr. Pinky doing? You make sure you tell him hello and the
I
family
am.
and hug Bella and Coda for me.
I am. I am. I'm gonna tell him, and I'm gonna tell Billy and Coda too. You know, they gonna clown when I start talking to him about you. They gonna clown. Bella is gonna start with her howling, sounding like a wolf and everything. But I'm gonna have Mr. Pinky to sing you your dinner. Do you want the same dinner today?
Whatever you send, yes,
You
it
want the
would be
same
nice.
thing?
Yeah, just chicken. Only thing I can
Oh,
have now is chicken and rice, things like that, because I guess from my blood going down, they don't
okay.
want me eating any red meat or anything like that.
Well,
So
tell
I'm
you
just
what
gonna.
I have you to do. Send a new text so I can go ahead and have Mr. Pinky to get it ordered for you.
Okay, I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
and
I
that way
thank
you can
you.
fix it, customize it because that was the old dinner
Yeah,
stuff. Do
yeah.
a new one.
They got me eating so much. Oh, Pinky, they got me eating so much different. They done took everything away.
Everything from you. Oh my Lord. I know it's hard when they take everything away from you and you got to try to eat different and new and stuff. Oh my
Yeah, and you
Lord.
looking at this stuff and turning your nose up and knowing that's all you're gonna get. You better pray over it and keep on going, and that's what I do. Like I
Yeah,
said, I'm not complaining because somebody didn't make it today, and I'm still here.
right. You're still here. That is true. And
So
I'm glad.
I just thank
Um,
God for all the
oh,
people in my life.
yeah. I'm so
Hmm.
glad. You don't. I mean, you can't stop the smile off my face just knowing that I hear your voice. It's just like um, bring. It's like you just made my day. You made my day. You put a smile on my day just hearing your voice and and knowing that you're still you're still putting up a good fight.
Oh, I'm
'Cause-
gonna fight till the day I'm not a quitter, cause a quitter can never win, and
right,
I'm a
that is
winner.
true.
So I'm gonna keep fighting until the good Lord say it's over.
Okay,
And He
I'm
has
so
not said
glad
that because He woke me up this morning.
he
So
woke
that
you
means I
up.
got to live to fight another day.
I'm so glad, and I'm just glad I'm just so happy to see you, Debbie. I am, because you're always on my mind. You're always on my mind.
Well,
So
how you been doing? I
uh,
miss you so much.
I've been doing good. Uh, it's just I've been doing good. Another
You been
rotator cuff.
climbing on nothing, have you?
No, but I do have I broke the same rotator cuff again. Crack, another crack in there. and pork muscle on the same one that they fixed up, and I finished all that therapy for a whole year. Happened again.
Oh, Pinky, I'm so sorry to hear
Yeah.
that.
But you know what? I'm on a recovery. It's been over a month, maybe 6, 7 weeks, maybe 6 weeks now, 7 weeks. I don't know. One of them, 6 weeks, um, 7 weeks ago. Yeah. Um, on recovery now, but I'm doing good. Girl, I'm always clowning, always doing something, Debbie. So, you know, but I'm just worried about you. What's wrong with me? It ain't nothing compared to you. We're gonna keep prayers. We're gonna send prayers up for you and everything. Um,
Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep praying for you too. You know, you've been on my mind. I want to make sure you're not climbing on nothing. So when I saw you showing that pretty house, I said, okay, she not climbing on nothing. She's showing the pretty houses. I was so happy to see you. I'm so proud of you. Oh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. That house was gorgeous. And thank you for showing it to us.
Thank you. That was a video I did. I did that video a couple months ago, actually, and I got a lot of them I done. And in that house there, the last one I just did, that is right in my neighborhood too. I can just walk right across to that one too. That one is like cross from me, but on a different direction, cross from my house. It's like it's nowhere. It's just like if I walk out of this house and go over to the house right in front of me. It's nowhere from me. Um, so I did some more of them too, because they're still building, and so I got some more. I just need to drop some more. I think I was just want to drop something, and I remember Black Titanic told me I need to show some more of those, and so it came to my mind. Let me drop that video. So I'm going to drop some more. I may drop another one today, and everything. I'll drop another one today, just for you, Debbie. Okay. And
Okay, I'm gonna be looking forward to them.
let me.
I'm gonna drop down and let you get back talking about the Diddy, cause I've been trying to stay away from that because I'm going through so much. But I'm gonna drop down and listen to you.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Okay. Love you, Debbie. Bye
Love you
bye.
too, baby. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye bye. Uh, Now, guys, we do have the transfer. But hi, Renita. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for coming in. And I'm glad you all got a chance to see and hear Debbie today. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for coming in. I see y'all sending prayers to Debbie. Thank you guys for doing that. She's going to just lay low and just listen, okay? Because the Diddy trial is too much for anybody. It is too much for anybody. So I hope that little short video that we watched, it was needed because it explained the RICO. Because some people think we haven't even proved any RICO. In my opinion, I think we have proved RICO. Okay. And I think a lot of people thinking that I think a lot of people think the reason why is because they're hoping for hope that Diddy gets off. Okay, we needed one count of racketeering conspiracy, and in my opinion, we already did that. Okay, racketeering. Think about it. The Kid Cudi car, the dangling the woman over the balcony. Let me see. Threatening people. The gun, the pow pows found in his house. Uh, the drugs. all the enterprise, the company that he uses, his company, uh, Bad Boy Entertainment, for a lot of this stuff. Uh, to me, he's running it just like a mob boss. If you want to be a mob boss, go ahead. It's okay to be a mob boss. I don't care. You're doing a great job running it like a mob boss. Okay. But anyway, the security. Remember the security from the hotel, Intercontinental Hotel, that he got the tape from. Paid $100,000 to get that said tape from 2016 of him and Cassie, the day he ran down the hallway in the towel, grabbing Cassie with his, oh, don't forget the socks, with his multiple color socks on, grabbing Cassie as she stood at the elevator waiting for the door, and she didn't know he was coming, grabbing her by the hoodie and her hair, throwing her down, swinging her down to the floor, stomping her with his socks on, those multiple color socks with that white towel wrapped around him. And I don't know, I don't think those was underwear up under there. So things dangling and stuff. So kicking her and stomping her and dragging her down the hallway, and then bribery, trying to bribe the security at the time of the incident in the hotel. Had stacks of cash for him. Thank God the man didn't take it. He don't work like that. Okay? And then don't forget Garcia, Eddie Garcia. That was another bribery. Instructing, and don't forget Kit Kat. What's her name? Kitty Cat. Christina Korn. KK. What I called her? Kitty Cat. Kit Kat. Oh, Christina Korn. She stalked him, Eddie Garcia like crazy. She's doing it for the benefit of Diddy, the diddler. She stalked him like crazy. Went by some way of finding this man's cell phone number, calling him on Easter too. Diddy called him on Easter. That's like a threat. You don't call nobody on Easter talking about that tape. That's a threat. Because on Easter, most people are going to be with their family, their kids. And that's a threat. Hey. Oh, I got something on here. Hey, what about the tape? Is the tape saved? Are you sure that's the only copy? I just want to make sure. You haven't heard nobody mention the tape, have they? Nobody talking about it. Nobody miss it, huh? No, that's a threat. And then Christina showing up at that man's, first calling him over and over several times, 3 times, and then showing up. They bringing the money counter. They're bringing the money in a bag too. There's some mob type stuff. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I got some mobs that's going to weigh in. Some mobsters that really went through this stuff just going to weigh in. Nobody just playing mob like Diddy, but I guess we're going to call him a mob boss. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some of these transcripts, guys. And then after that, after we get into those transcripts, then we're going to watch one more video on that. We're going to let the experts weigh in. Okay? Thank you all for being here. And thank you, Debbie, for coming up. We're getting ready to talk about this ninja right here. This ninja right here. And Bryana. Okay? I think she go by Bono. Bono, I don't know. Bryana, what name do you go by? Bono. Or Bryana. I'm just going to call her whatever. Okay. This woman here went overboard. This is KK. Christina Korn. She went overboard for her boss, Diddy, the diddler. Okay. Now, we're still at this stage here. We're not close to closing arguments at all. We're still at the top, guys. we went through the jury selection. We did open the statements, prosecution, defense. This is where we are, guys. We got a while. This trial is supposed to last until a little after 4th of July, a little after the 4th, July 4th. So don't be looking to close down anytime soon. We're still here. Okay. So now we're getting ready to get into the testimonies for today. All right. So I'm going to bring that up and let you all see that. Okay. Let me get it started. Oh, let me see. I think if I go down to the bottom, I'm wondering, it's the bottom where it first starts at for the day. Let me just see. I'll look at the minutes. That's 4 hours ago. We're going to be going over with inner city press. Inner city press, guys. That was my surprise for you. Okay. I'm going to be going over. I paid for the membership and everything, and join and subscribe to Inner City Press so I can go over those with you guys. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me see. Okay. Oh, let me see. Okay. Let me, I got so much stuff up here. Share. I'm trying to see, can I enlarge it so I don't have to show all these tabs? Let me see if I put it over here. No. I'm trying to, let me just do something, guys. Okay. I figured out a way to do it. Let me just check. Make sure. Oh, okay. Just trying to make sure of something. Make sure everything is like it's supposed to be. Okay. Here we go, guys. Now, this is the Inner City Press thing is new to me. Okay. That's all new to me. See right up here? This is all new to me. Okay. But I did it for you all. Yes, I did. I got this just for my people. Let me take my medicine here. Okay. Inner City Press. Okay. He says, okay. Inner City Press. It's Sunday here in New York City. Supposed to go up to 90 degrees, but programming note. U.S. versus Sean Diddy Combs testimony. You see, Bryana is still on cross. Then Santos, and then Jane. So we got 3 people that's supposed to be on the stand today. Okay, Bryana. I'm just saying about her first name. Okay, She on cross today, this morning, and then we got a person called by the name of Santos. Then Jane is supposed to be on the stand today. Won't start until 11 a.m. with the lawyers' arguments. Okay, that's remember I said court started late this morning. They didn't start until about 11 o'clock. So it was okay that I was running late too, because they didn't start until late. Okay, I'm just trying to drink this and stuff and get all that out of the way before. Okay, and then also none of these filings on Jane, the pseudonym, docked. Okay, on the docket. Okay, all right, let's get into it. Let me see. Fact check. Oh no, Bria Pat testimony and Diddy trial only mentioned a premiere of his killing them softly. Today trial doesn't start until 10:30/11. So shooting this down. Put out book to confirm what happened in week 3. Okay, I'm trying to see where the where it's going to start at. Tell you what, until I because these are just comments and everything. So let me figure out exactly where they're starting at for the Diddy trial. NRC Press and Diddy comes expert Frank on hotel beating, then Bryana on the balcony and drugs. Inner city extra on X for subscribe. Okay, let me just see. And while I look at that, let me let this second video play while I figure out exactly where I pulled the transcripts from. Okay, let me just see. Oh, this is Frank, guys. Uh, this no, this is Eddie, or is this Frank? Okay, this is Frank. Eddie looks a little different. Okay, all these people be looking almost the same. Okay. Okay. Frank is talking about, Frank is the one, is the expert on the video. Okay. So let me just do this here so I can pull up the transcript. I got to see where do I go to pull up the transcript because I paid for all that. This. So, uh, so let me just see. While I do that, I'm going to let you all be watching this video here. There's a video. Oh, but that first video, very, very good for us. Oh, another way I can just get everybody caught up too. Through the Washington Post, because I always get the information from the Washington Post. Okay, I'm going to see how far this is behind. It says 1 minute, but I think I paused this for a while. It's still showing 1 minute ago. Okay, let me just go over this right quick for you. The prosecutor. Ooh, where's? Who is that? Ooh, let me go down to the bottom again. This one is going backwards the other way. So we can, until I figure out the transcript for the other one. 28 minutes ago. I'm trying to get down to, okay, we're going to go. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay. This is what to expect for today. Okay. Okay, this is what we're expecting today. It says today will bring a awaited testimony from Jane. Jane is a pseudonym that is used for a woman at the center of the government's second SEX trafficking count against Sean Combs. So she's going by the name Jane. And remember, we just mentioned that with the inner city press. They did mention a woman that's supposed to take the stand today by the name of Jane. So this is another Mia, okay, where she's using a synonym for her name. So I guess she's supposed to be the second. She's supposed to be on the stand today. The government hopes, but the first defense needs to wrap up their cross-examination on Bryana. I guess everybody calling them different things. I see several different aliases here. Bryana, which is a government name. Bana, I'll just say Bana again, who says Sean Combs dangled her over his girlfriend Cassie's 17th floor balcony, September 2016. Okay. As the trial wraps for Wednesday's defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland estimated that she needs another 45 minutes to cross-examine the witness. Then before the government calls Jane, it wants to call a witness named Santos, who will walk jurors through the format of text messages that will be introduced during Jane's testimony. That's that man. Remember, we brought up somebody by the name of Santos. Okay. Oh, okay. So we established who Jane is, and we have established who Jane is, and we have established who Santos is. Okay. I'm going to bring this back up here so y'all can see as I go along. Let me bring that back up. Just give me 1 second. I'm bringing that back up where Inner City Press brought up those names. Oh, I found it. Okay. 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 Let's see what
Today, Thursday.
Okay, I got this here. This is still with Inner City Press. Okay. These are the transcripts and everything. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this video. This is Thursday. He's telling us what's going on inside the courtroom. All right. So let's listen, because everything, all the transcripts and everything is by Inner City Press. Okay. And this video as well.
Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern New York Courthouse. Today, Thursday, June 5th. We're heading in for, I believe, day 17. Could it be of the U.S. versus Sean Combs trial? It started a little later today, and so we managed to get a few things done, including writing a story about the Diddy docket, the civil division, in which his former security guard Joseph Sherman sued Graves, who sued Combs and Sherman and others for a alleged sexual assault. Well, Sherman countersued in a sense for defamation and was lost. This was dismissed, and in fact, there's going to be some sanctions. We put the order up. You can find it on Inner City Press and Patreon. But I digress. The criminal case is
rising. Yesterday, Frank Piazza, the video expert paid by the government, $295 an hour, and they went round and round. And the defense, had him narrate it again and again. I'm not sure who's that smart. Then there was Bana, who was dangled off the balcony. Now, Nicole Westmoreland did a pretty effective cross, pretty aggressive. Basically, she came right out and said, "Are you lying? Are you lying?" Objection, Your Honor, argumentative. But that is the question. If you're going to plead not guilty and you have these witnesses saying you did these things, either they're lying or you're lying, right? Unless, of course, there's a legal dispute about you did do the thing, but it doesn't constitute RICO, which is the thing that's going to come up. I did a podcast. I think it's an NBC station based in Tampa. You'll find it. Rooted in Progress. It was quite fun. So there's that. That's what you do when you have a little bit of time off. And we're working on week 4 of this trial, because there continue to be ridiculous disinformation, including that Brad Pitt testified in the trial, quoting Inner City Press. We never reported that. What happened is that one of the events of the trial involved, at least initially, the premiere of a Brad Pitt film killing them softly. So I think these things are AI. I think they just pick up on mentions of people and then turn it into that they testify. I think they do it for just monetary, filthy lucre reasons. In any event, we're going in, and today the big one is Jamie. And today the issue is whether there'll be a new order trying to tell people how.
Now, remember he just mentioned Jane. Oh, this is, I'm getting ready to dig into something here so I can eat something, put something in on my stomach. Oh, but he just mentioned Jane. Okay, so y'all got to listen to Matt. Okay, he's telling you.
That they testified. I think they do it for just monetary, filthy lucre reasons. In any event, we're going in, and today the big one is Jamie. And today the issue is whether there'll be a new order trying to tell people how to keep pseudonym in place. Here's one way: don't put up the wrong exhibits on the screen. Once you do, that's that. But we're going to abide by every rule. I totally believe in that, but I also believe that people have a right to know what happens in court. So it's a balance, but it's a balance I think well on the side of it. There's a guy in a Beckham Jr. jersey coming up. I don't know if he's connected to the case or not. We'll have to see. There's a lot of people out here that we keep talking to. Now, there's some serious immigration cases. On the retail level, Yosan Chung of Colombia, Judge Buchwald gave the U.S. Attorney's Office a week to figure out if ICE was willing to serve her the notice to her lawyers and to provide her a notice of the notice to appear. Well, no was the answer. They will not, and they won't show it until she's arrested. So they're still going to. It's not surprising, because at the wholesale level, the Trump administration, since yesterday's blog, has announced a 12-country travel ban. Now, it's more modified than the one he tried in the first term. He's not canceling visas that have already been given, so there's sure to be litigation, and it's supposed to go into place June 9th. So we're going to be covering that litigation as well. We'll also cover the United Nations with not just no support from them. They don't answer any questions, including about their own employees accused of corruption. So we get credible reports. We ask the UN in writing, and they won't answer. Well, then the employee is mad, but they need to work for an organization that can at least answer questions, since they're taking public money. Anyway, you can see the scene out here. It's 90 degrees in New York. So now the tents that initially were for rain are now for heat. And we're going in. Inner City Press.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. That's Matt with Inner City Press. All right. He's the person that gives you the news from the court, from inside the courtroom to outside the courtroom. See there? That's Matt Russell Lee. Okay. So he did bring up Jane, remember? And I was just talking about a Jane. Let me pause it. Okay. So I was just talking about Jane. So let's go ahead and start getting into some of the information. Let me just before I pull it down, remember we mentioned Jane, we mentioned Santos, and it was one. Oh, and Bana, she still on the stand, and that's Bryana Bongolan. Okay, she's still on. She's took the stand today to continue from yesterday, and then we supposed to have Jane and Santos. Okay, Jane is a pseudonym that she is using to protect her identity. All right, so let's go ahead and let me finish and pull this back down. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and finish up. That was good. Get back down where I was. Oh, got to find out where was I. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get back to where I was before. Here it is. Okay. Okay, let's get back into it. So it says, okay. Now, also, so I'm just reading off everything that they got. Okay. It says when Cassie filed her November 2023 lawsuit against her former boyfriend, Sean Combs, her story abuse became a roadmap, charting a course for dozens of people to come forward with their own allegations of sex assault against one of the most powerful music producers in the world. Though Cassie reached a settlement the day after her complaint was filed, her lawsuit marked the beginning of what would become a hashtag #MeToo music. Ooh, I thought it was going to say hashtag #MeToo, but this says became a hashtag #MeToo music reckoning of sprawling proportions on that. And I agree with that. Okay. Now, also, let me get up to the top up here. Now, Sean Diddy Combs could be sent to prison for life if convicted at his trial on federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges, which started May 5th in New York courthouse. So if you count back from May 5th, we are in let me see, May 5th. That was on a Monday when it started, and that was selecting of the jury on May 5th. One, two. Oh, so actually, May 5th, that week of May 5th, we're not counting that as starting the testimony. Okay, so we're starting May 12th. Okay, as when they started taking the stand, because they had a half day. Cassie on the stand, and then the rest of it was taking the stand. Okay, after they Cassie a half day taking the stand, because that morning they finished up with the jury selection. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4 weeks into it now. Week 4, day 17. But regardless of the trial outcome, the hip hop mogul must also contend with more than 80 people who have filed sex assault lawsuits against him since November 2023. 80 people. So even after this is done, he still got other things to answer for, other lawsuits and assault lawsuits to answer for. Oh my God. This man is going to be broke soon. All of this, okay? After all this, he is going to be broke. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and get started now. "13 minutes ago. I'm trying to get to it. Y'all give me time. This is my first time getting the inner city press coverage on it. Today is day 5. Let me make sure I get to day 5. That's still day 4. I think this is day 5 here. Oh, here it is. Jane expects to testify today about the alleged lies, drugs, and forced freak-offs. So Jane is not, Cassie is not the only one, because Jane said she was in a forced freak-offs. Hi, Justice. How you doing this? Well, can't say this morning, this afternoon. Oh, it's 3:15 in New York City. 3:15 in New York City. So if it's 3:15 in New York City, that means court should be letting out. But we're still going to go on what's going on about Jane. Hi, Justice. Thank you for being here. I can't say it's morning time, but I'm still drinking my hot lemon water because I started late. I only been on for an hour and 8 minutes. I got up late. Doing good, Pinky. How are you? I got up late. Oh my God, I tell you. Yes, I did. Y'all know me. I get up late sometime. But I'm so glad y'all are here. Y'all, I get a kick out of having y'all here. Let me see. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm doing something. Just give me 1 second. Woo! Everybody, make sure y'all hit that like button coming in. Thank you for supporting the Pink House. Thank you guys for supporting the Pink House. Yes, the other half of the dynamic duo. Okay, thank you guys for supporting the Pink House. I'm so happy. Let me finish going over this right quick. Okay, now remember, we got a woman named Jane. That is not her real name. That is a name to protect her. Okay, she's going by her pseudonym. Okay, and the alleged victim testified under the pseudonym Jane, a central figure in the government's second sex trafficking count against Sean Combs. It is expected to tell the jury starting today that she allegedly used lies, drugs, and threats to that he allegedly used lies, drugs, and threats to force her into participating in some so-called freak-off sex encounters. So Cassie wasn't the only one. According to prosecutors, Jane's initial initially agreed to one freak off, thinking it would make Combs happy and help turn what began as a secret relationship with him into something more meaningful. That's the same thing. Let me just say this. That's the same thing Cassie said. These women, this is how he get these women into this freak off. Yes, the other half of the dynamic duo. This is how you get these women into these freak offs. Okay, force, coercion, and pretending like he liked them, like they got something going on. He asked them, you know how you a person, just say if you're dating somebody and they say, "Oh, let's have a freak off. I would love to see you for my birthday, for our wedding anniversary, 10-year wedding anniversary. I want to have you and another woman together." You won't ever hear a man say, "I want to have you and another man together." He be saying another woman, but he be saying another man. I bet you have to shake the head. I was like, shake my head on that one. Oh, Lord, let me shake my head. Did I hear him right? Let me shake my head on that one. You know what I mean? Yes, the other half. Okay. Shake my head on that one. Okay. But he be wanting another man. And not just any old man. It's got to be a certain man. It's got to be a sex slave. Somebody he's going to refer to as a sex slave. You got to go to Craigslist and find him. You got to go and watch the naked movies, probably. And make sure you find one with a big, oh Lord, I didn't mean to say that word. Oh, I'm so sorry. With a long john, a big long john. It can't just be long. It got to be big and long. So, and then I need you to have your fingernails white. Have your fingernails painted white. Y'all get the picture? Same thing. So technically, we're getting ready to hear another Cassie story by another Jane Doe. Go figure. Okay. Okay. Instead, she spent years in hotel rooms for forced sex, according to the prosecution, Emily Johnson. I'm just going to say prosecution. I ain't got time to be saying these people's names. All these attorneys' names. We're just going to say the prosecution or the defense. Okay. Okay. But anyway, Jane would tell you about those nights in details, how she wanted the escorts to wear condoms. But many times the defendant, you know who that is, the defendant, the diddler, did not let them. How you going to, that don't make no sense. How are you going to tell a woman, let me just open this. How are you going to tell a woman that, okay, hi, Justice, let me just say this, Justice. How are you going to tell a woman about her cootie that she can't get a man to wear a condom that's going up in her cootie? She's trying to protect her cootie, and you trying to tell her, no, he can't wear a condom. And what if that man says, yes, I want a condom? What if he got a girlfriend or wife at home and say, I want to wear a condom? But then you ain't sticking nothing nowhere, and nobody's sticking it in you, but you're going to tell them, no, y'all can't wear one. Oh, that's that's the devil there. Hey, Justice. Hi, Justice.
Hey, Pinky.
I got it.
I'm still back there where you said the long John.
Okay. You post another link because there's an echo.
An echo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Want me to go out and come back in?
Yeah.
Try that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But how you gonna tell another man or a woman they cannot wear a condom? Make it make sense. This is This is okay. Okay, let me see. Say something, Justice.
I'm still
Okay.
back there where you talking Long John.
Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead and address that Long John stuff.
No, ain't nothing to address about that. You stole the show with that, Pinky. I can't touch that. I'm like MC Hammer. Can't touch that.
You can't touch that.
Can't touch that.
I didn't intend to say that. It just slipped out. You know how you think it's in your head and you don't mean I was going to use another word for it, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
wrong.
But you right on the money with that. But then too, the problem with the Long John is the fact he ain't got one. That's what his troubles are. He's the
Right.
Tootsie Roll.
That's why he always got his hand on it,
Yeah,
covering it up, playing
trying
with
to
it.
trying to stretch it, make it big.
Oh my Lord. But you know what? The new Jane, there's another lady called she's going by the pseudonym Jane, right?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And she wanted the the SEX slave to
Yeah.
wear a condom, and he said no. What if the man wanted her to wear one too?
Yeah.
Because he got a relationship at home that he don't want to take something home, and that may be his job where he sleeps with a lot of women, and he don't want to take nothing to the other women. He don't want to catch nothing, and
Yeah.
in this world of Diddy, they all got that
Mm-hmm. Well, Diddy got that nasty boy. They say.
nasty
I'm just
disease.
repeating what I heard.
Yeah, that
Diddy got
nasty
that
disease.
nasty boy disease. That's what I heard.
That's what I heard too. He got that nasty boy disease, and that's why I heard. That's why a lot of the artists, that sings the artists. A lot of artists today got that nasty disease because they got it from him. I ain't calling them artist names. Y'all know who they are. They got that nasty disease too because they got it right from him. And these are
Yeah.
men too.
Yeah.
These are men that got that nasty disease
Yeah.
right from
Instead of
him.
spreading that stuff.
And he don't want nobody to use a condom.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm. So
Mm-mm.
she said she spent years in hotel rooms for a forced sex by
Mm.
phone.
Yeah.
Yes. And so Cassie wasn't the only one
Oh
spending years
no,
doing that.
no, no, no. Cassie, well, I'm gonna tell you, we got to know Cassie wasn't the only one because look at Carissa, the other woman, the one who went to that gala with him. They showed them walking down the steps together.
Right.
That was his thing too, and she had to do it because Cassie was gone. He had to feel it, and then look at the Chin woman. He
Right.
brought people in for her.
Right.
So now he this is his thing, man. This is his dinner, his lunch, breakfast, and dinner.
Right. Just because Cassie was gone, that don't mean he stopped. Oh, I'm gonna go cold turkey because Cassie ain't here
Mm-mm,
no more. Oh no,
mm-mm.
a demon is still a demon.
That's right. He was still letting the good times roll.
Still, he had to put somebody else in that place.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why we got a Jane. That's why we got what's her name? The
Mm-hmm. She,
I'll say their names.
yeah, Carissa and
Yeah,
Chia and Don and all these folk, and not to mention the men names. He come on now.
right. Oh yeah, don't forget the men. They
Uh
did
huh.
it too. They did it
Yeah.
too. I ain't gonna say his name because he loved to act of food. The little Brandon's brother.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Well, I'm just say his name, Ray J.
Yeah, yeah, and they just spilled the tea on him. He been a long time pusher man, they say.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
He's a long term allegedly he's a drug dealer for him.
Exactly. Everybody knew it. He was feeding Whitney. Everybody knew that.
Right. And I think Whitney got he was in my opinion, allegedly, he was Whitney's handler.
Uh huh. Yeah. Put
That
on her
means
by somebody big and powerful.
right, somebody big and powerful decided
Mm-hmm.
and that's what they do. They send handlers to
That's
you.
right.
And
That's
I
right.
just like Biggie, the one
Mm-hmm.
that's no longer here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he had a handler.
Yes,
His
he did.
wife, the one
Yeah.
that married him.
That's
Uh,
right.
I think allegedly, in my opinion, Faith was his handler.
Oh
And
yeah.
I've heard that many times before. The Diddler told
Mm-hmm.
her she had to marry Biggie
Yeah.
and
So she can
keep
watch him,
after
keep
him.
tabs on him, make him do what she want him to do. They saying the same thing about Lauren London with Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
They saying he the one that got
Allegedly.
her to bring Diddy to Nipsey to hook them
Right.
up so he could get on Diddy's record and tell her what to tell. That's what the streets are saying.
Right. Allegedly.
Uh huh.
And then also what Stevie J.
Oh
Faith
Lord have
married
mercy.
Stevie J. And I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't understand that. Stevie J
Mm-hmm.
was a clown. And who would
Yeah.
marry Stevie J when Stevie J allegedly supposed to been he's one of Diddy's boy toys.
Uh-huh.
Him
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Diddy, they do it all.
Do it all.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And Kate and I feel for I think the young rapper, his name
Mm-hmm.
is uh YK Sowers.
Oh
YK
yeah.
Sowers.
Mm-hmm. Michelle
He
Gray. He was in with him. He wasn't just with Will and Jada. Diddy and all them all hooked up together.
right. And I think those young guys was victims to me.
Yeah, they were.
Those young
They
rappers
were.
that came in, they
They were.
wasn't they got in my opinion what happened
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
uh they became little
Boy
boy
toys.
toys.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know what was going to happen, but until it happened.
Yep. And once they give them that stuff, take pictures of them. Your family gonna hear about this. Everybody gonna know about this. You better do what I say. I show this
Right,
like that's what's how he operated.
right. And this is
Mm-hmm.
YK. He's a young
Mm-hmm.
guy. Now he's into praying and preaching
Mm-hmm.
and he talks about God all the time now.
Yeah, the
And
only way to get out of that is by God. You see,
yeah,
Mace, he had Mace, and Mace turned to a preacher. He turned
right,
out to be a preacher. That's
right,
the only way you can escape. You can't escape Satan on your own. Not that
yeah,
kind of demon.
right.
Mm-mm.
That is true. It's several. It's another rapper and turned to being a preacher too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the only one because once they see all that darkness and that
Mm-hmm.
panic darkness, it
Yeah.
makes them want to. I mean, you have to run straight to God.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Yeah.
to run,
They
and
got
if you don't run to God, it's going to swallow you up.
yeah, they
It's
got this
I'm
one
running straight.
guy gave his testimony. His father, he grew up in the church. His daddy was a preacher, his mom first lady, and he grew up as a little boy singing in the choir and everything. So, but he said God just gifted him with music. He could just think of things and just put it out there. So he didn't train how to work all these instruments and stuff. Say,
Mhm.
but then he
Right,
got this job offer. Come and meet with me. I want to talk to you about a job. I heard your music on tape.
right.
And so he went to meet with the man. The man turned out to be Diddy.
Oh
Lord
yeah.
have mercy. He said that they let him come into the studio. Say he was just all of a sudden he had money, money, money. You hear that song, money, money,
Mhm.
money.
Right.
He
Money,
just
money,
had
money.
money. Yeah. And say inside the studio, he said that is a force, a power, a spirit. He said, because all of a sudden this woman would have her. So he had a girlfriend and stuff, but he couldn't even talk to his girlfriend. He couldn't make no phone calls. He couldn't do nothing but talk to this one woman that the diddler put on him. And this woman was telling him, you're gonna have to make a deal. Your gift is good, but it ain't good enough. Say, and he some kind of way got trapped up into making a deal and say all of a sudden the demons start coming to him. He said he could be asleep and the demons would come to him and a musical note would come in his head. He go to the studio and put it down. He said he been on some of the major people's stuff. He said, and it
Mhm.
was made with the spirit of a demon. He said, and he got away. He got away from New York. And he finally got back to home and say that demon was pulling. Say they called him, they threatened him. You better get back here. You better get back. He said, no, man, I'm through with that. I'm out of that. I can't be in that. You better get back here and say some kind of way. I said the love of money. He went back. And he said it was worse than it was the first time. But he said he went to the Lord and said, forgive me one more time. You get me out of this, say, because they was taking him to hell, all kind of freaky stuff. Oh, he got out of that, and he out now giving his testimony to young people. Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, and he on the YouTube too. I'm gonna get that name and send it to you. But he on the YouTube telling his story, telling them young people, don't get yourself caught up in these promises that these people give you. And then when they tell you that there is a power that can enhance your music, it's things you have to do and things you have to say. And he said he was doing it because he wanted to be great. And all of
Mhm.
a sudden, he said that spirit was coming to him at night, coming in his sleep. Say, and it drove him from his girlfriend. Say she would walk in the room and he couldn't stand her to be in that room with him. They was working on it. You know how they be doing? Say they was
Right.
all dressed in red and all kind of stuff.
Oh.
Mhm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, we got
That's
to be careful who we connect with. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Mhm.
Terry said, Rev Ron, Reverend Ron. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
He's a pastor now.
Mhm.
I always
Mhm.
wondered how did he go from being a
Run
rapper
DMC. Mhm.
to a pastor?
Mhm. On them
And
streets will chase you. You better run to Jesus.
yeah,
You,
there
you
was
better.
who I was watching just the other night. This rapper was saying that that you had to he was called to go see the Diddler. He went to see
Mhm.
the Diddler.
Mhm.
When he saw the Diddler, he was telling him, and it was somebody else upper than him, and they was telling, but Diddler was letting them know. They was telling, and you can have all of this over here. In your
Mhm.
career, you can be all of this,
Mhm.
but
Hmm.
you got to give up something.
Oh yeah. Satan
And
gonna
then
cost you.
if you
Mhm.
don't give up nothing, this is what you're gonna be. They
Mhm.
show you this or that. You
Mhm.
can have all of this here.
Mhm.
Fame, the money,
Mhm.
everything, career soaring, all
Mhm.
these record deals, all these plaques and awards and all of this. You can have
Mhm.
all of that because we're gonna give
Yeah,
you all of that. But in order to get that, you got to give up something over here.
that's right.
And
And
that's that man part.
all Satan wants is your soul.
Right.
He
That's
wants
that
your
man
soul.
part.
Mm-hmm. He just
That's
wants your
that
soul. That's
man
all he
part.
wants. If you give up your soul, you can have anything the earth produce.
Mm-hmm. And
Anything.
when he so he he said then for 3 weeks, every weekend, for three
Mm-hmm.
weeks, every weekend, he get a phone call.
Mm.
That phone call every weekend, they want you have to spend the week that weekend with them. For 3 weeks
Mm.
straight. And every 3 weeks, you're shown you're taking a different place, you're doing a different thing with him.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing something different every time. And it ain't got nothing to do with music. Nothing to do with music. You ain't even in the studio. And that's how they think. You be thinking those 3 weekends that you're supposed to be in the studio, but you're not in the studio. You're doing other things, things that you never seen before. And then on that third weekend, a big long car pull up for you. And you for you to get in. And when you get in, this person is sitting there, another male sitting there with his legs wide open,
Mm.
rubbing on his wing wing,
Mm. Oh.
caressing his wing wing. And you
Mm.
get in and you look at everybody, you look over there and you look at him. And the thing about it, when you look at him, he ain't saying nothing. He just rubbing that.
Mm-hmm.
The driver is doing the driving and he just rubbing that.
Mm.
And 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 you got a choice.
Yeah.
You got a choice. You
Mm.
got you got to do this. If you don't do this, you're gonna wish you was never involved in the first place. You're gonna wish you never went to that meeting in the first place. You're gonna wish you never did those other 2 weekends because you say no, you're gonna be blackballed.
Mm-hmm.
You never
Mm-hmm.
work again. Nobody's gonna work with you. Nobody. You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna be broke. You ain't gonna have nothing, and you're gonna be threatened. Only way, because the things that you just saw over those course of weekends
Mhm.
is the worst thing that you ever saw.
Mm,
Because you ain't gonna be able to get it out of your head.
mm.
Because you saw satanic, you
Yeah,
saw
yeah. You saw
you saw
hell.
people that was demons.
Yeah, you saw
You
hell.
saw the
That's what
devil,
you saw. You done been to hell.
right? And the only
Mhm.
way to get rid of that, you just gonna have to you're gonna just have to fall down on your knees and
Mhm. Mhm.
you're just gonna have to get away.
That's the only
Straight
way
away.
out. Satan
Right,
don't let you go. You gonna have to fight your way out, and it's gonna have
right.
to be by the grace of God.
And some people still today are doing the same.
Mhm.
They are still traumatized from this.
Mhm.
I've been wanting to do a video on this young lady. She been to hell and everything. And
Mhm.
and uh and then there's another person. I put up everything on this other artist, been to hell. Uh and every time I pull up on this video, he's praying or he's mentioning the word of God or
Mhm.
Jesus and this and that and everything. And he and seems like he's cracking up. He's getting to be like Brochure Gray. He's really cracking up to me.
Mhm.
When I say cracking up, I mean he is going. He's always going live, and during his lives, he's talking about the demons, the devil, and talking about he don't name names, but he's talking about things he saw, and people think he's just losing it, but he's speaking truth. He's like Orlando Brown,
Mhm.
uh, speaking truth, or what's her name, Allie Carter, speaking truth
Mhm.
and tell them what you saw, but people think, but I, you know, after this witnessing everything through this trial, I know these kids. These are kids. They came in as kids
Yeah.
and everything. When the grown men and you're a child put their arm around your neck and pull you close, and every time you see them, they put their arm around your neck and pull you into them like that. They letting you feel their power. That's intimidation, but they letting you know you still as you're under my control.
Mhm.
That's that control power. They throw their arms. Even grown men, if you
Yeah.
notice during his parties, he always throws his arm around their neck and be pulling them in, or he be pulling them in, jumping up on them. His arms around them and be jumping up on them if they're taller or
Yeah.
bigger. And then if they smaller, grab them around the same neck and pull them
Mhm.
into him.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah. Well, see.
that's intimidation. He's letting you know
Yeah.
I got the power. You can't push. And those a lot of them be making faces like get off me, but they can't say nothing. They can't
Mhm.
say nothing. They just
Mhm.
got to let him do that. They just have because that's the intimidation that's showing that power I got over you. I can do this and I can make you look like a fool, make you look like a wimp. So this is being recorded. And because he got his camera people up there, everything is, and so you looking like a wimp. That I got you in a headlock, laughing,
Mhm. You.
hitting
Yeah.
you on
And,
the chest.
and you belong to me.
Right. That's that.
Mhm.
That everybody knows. I got you.
Mhm. Mhm.
And he even did that to Birdman once.
Mhm.
Birdman, you see a lot of big celebrities. He do that too.
Mhm.
Do that. He's letting you know, I got you.
Mhm.
You're mine.
Yeah, and what we looking at, Pinky, is Bible. God said, "My yoke, take my yoke on you." A yoke is what they put on an ox around their neck. That's what a yoke is. That thing they put around an ox neck
Oh,
out in the field to make him go left and right when
yeah,
he tilling the ground.
yeah.
Well, what he doing when he put his arm around their neck is saying, "My yoke, you take my yoke." See,
Oh,
Satan imitates God. God
hmm,
said, "Take my yoke. It's easy and it's light. I'm not going to be a burden to you. I'm going to be a blessing." But the devil said, "No, no, you take my yoke." And that's what Diddy be doing. He be doing that, putting that yoke around their neck, that bondage around their neck.
mm, mm,
Hmm. You know, they be doing all them rituals and stuff. Yeah.
yes, they
We
do.
are witnessing the Bible in the 2025. We are witnessing the Bible. If we had spiritual eyes, we've been witnessing ever since we've been on this earth. But a lot of times we too occupied. We're not listening. We're not
Right.
looking.
We're not
But the
looking for
Bible is
anything.
alive and Satan is doing his part every day.
Mhm. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button coming in, please. I'm looking at the numbers and y'all are not hitting that like button. Hit that like button. It costs you nothing. But also on the young lady, Jane, um, Jane is the new one that's testifying today. She also said the woman is, oh, let me just say the reason why she's using Jane is to protect her privacy. For anybody that's new coming in, that's not her real name. That's a pseudonym that she's using to protect her privacy. Uh, and the court approved that for her. She alleged that that Combe also terrorized and abused her after they started dating in 2020.
Mm,
So that's what he do. He get you pretend like he's gonna date you, and then that's when it all turns left. He did
mhm.
the same thing earlier before her with Cassie. Okay, and now let me just say the defense today they finally finished their testimony with Bana or Bryana. Her name is Bryana, but they finally finished the testimony with her uh, and all her discrepancies and everything. But she was terrorized. I'm quite sure. Sue his butt for all the trauma that he put you through. That's
Mhm.
my opinion. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not.
but see, what they were trying to do is make the jury think that if she lied about one thing, she lied about another. So we're gonna confuse her with the date. Was it the 26th or the 24th? I think it was the 26th. Oh no, it couldn't have been the 26th because he was in New York that day.
Yeah, I
You
heard.
wrong. Oh
Uh,
no. So that's just the. But see, I need to be on that stand because I let them know I don't care what day it was. The man held me over the balcony.
right. He helped me over the
He
balcony.
tried to
I got
kill
the
me,
bruises.
throw me into that furniture. I don't care what day it was. He did it.
So traumatized, you can't even remember the date.
You can't. It's been 20 years. It's been
Right.
20 years.
I can't even remember dates on some
Hell, I
stuff.
can't remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you want me to know what color socks I had on?
Right.
How was my hairstyle 20 years ago? No, we ain't here for that, ma'am. I want you to know that your client tried to kill me.
Yeah.
That's
No,
where you got to talk to
no,
him.
unalive you. This is
Unalive me. Your
I'm carrying
client
this
tried to
on.
unalive me.
Right. I'm carrying this. Let me just make sure everybody in the chat too. I'm carrying this on all three channels today. The other two is not monetized, Pink Global and the original Pinky. So we have to watch certain words
Mm-hmm.
because those are not monetized at all.
Yeah.
And they will not get monetized if I leave that
Mm-hmm.
video up when they get ready to uh, do a look through. Now, let me just say this also that Brianna turned. Let me see. They're talking about her discrepancies and everything during the attack at the high rise. Okay, but the defense presented evidence suggesting that Combs was thousands of miles away on a
Mm-hmm.
date during the time of the attack that she accused him. So they accused her of lying about uh, Combs attacking her. So they accused her of lying,
Yeah.
and the prosecution star witness previously testified that her 11-year relationship with Combs was a nightmare of beatings, surveillance from his staff, coercion to have sex with male prostitutes from Combs for Combs' pleasure. Oh my God. Combs had pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, transportation to engage in prostitution. He could be sentenced to life in prison if convicted on all counts. I ain't got nothing to worry about that again. But anyway, I'm trying to make sure I haven't missed anything. Jane, oh, described Combs giving her large cash gifts Mm. And he peaked again when he peaked. I mean, he looking at her again when she detailed a bad reaction to a drug,
Mm-hmm.
a bad drug, during one of the couple's holidays. So they was on a holiday together, and he made sure he looked up at her when she talked about a large cash gift, but the drug that they had. I'm going to just spell the drug because I'm not going to say it. ECSTASY. During one of the couple's trips. Okay, she had a bad reaction to it, and if they have bad reactions, he ain't calling no popo. He
And he
what
ain't calling no ambulance or nothing there.
nothing. Either you make it through it, or he'll call one of his paid doctors that's on staff or nurses.
Or one of them goons to drop you in that East River.
Right. Oh, Lord, yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he did send you, take you, one of the goons that dropped you at the front door of the hospital.
Mm-hmm. And keep on driving.
You know not to say his name.
Oh, yeah.
You better say you was on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Street person brought you in.
Yep. You don't know where you was walking. You just walking.
You just walking. You just stumbled up in here. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Combs' defense team about the defendant's attempt to interact with the jury earlier in the day when the judge caught him nodding his head.
Yeah.
At jurors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, let me.
Yep.
It says Combs' defense team about, the judge warned Combs. I'm going to just read it like it is. The judge warned Combs' defense team about the defendant, which is the diddler.
Yep.
Attempts to interact with the jury
Yes,
earlier in
ma'am.
the day.
Yes, ma'am.
The judge caught him nodding his head at the jurors while his lawyer aggressively cross-examined other witnesses.
Yeah.
The judge has communicated strict obedience, forbidding Combs to do that. Wait now. Oh, wait, let me say hi, Tina. Thank you for coming in, Miss Tina. I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so you know what he was trying to do.
Yeah, he's trying to be friendly with them and stuff, and he letting them know I'm free. I didn't do that. He agreeing with them. He got them. He making all faces and all kind of stuff. My CC was letting me know he making faces in there to the jury and trying to act like he their friend, and some of them in there act like they his friend. I say they gonna wind up getting locked up themselves messing with him.
Right. And the thing about it, while his attorneys going after the person on the stand. So since everybody's mind and eyes is on what's going on with their attorney, I've already told them why you go wild with them, wilding out with whoever's on the stand. I'll be trying to befriend the jury.
Yeah,
they won't be paying me no attention. So make sure you get aggressive and wild. And they're gonna be too busy writing notes and writing down and looking at you and looking at the person on the stand, and I'll be face and googly eyes all that.
It's me, the diddler.
Right. I'm just an old man with my little sweater and button-down shirt on. See the colors, see all this cream and white shirt. A bad person would wear black and red.
I wouldn't do nothing like that. They lying on me. I didn't do that.
Before meeting Sean Combs, James said she had only used drugs on 2 occasions, and only the same drug, the ECSTASY. The witness testified that Combs introduced her to new substance like Colleen.
Give me a Coca-Cola. Give me a Coca-Cola.
And then the other one start with a K.
Mm-hmm.
Decay
Yeah,
drugs.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And they would use drugs every time they saw each other, often doing sex. So there's not a time that she wasn't around the diddler that they didn't use it. So every time they get
Mm-hmm.
together, he make, but think about it. If you have this person use this every time while you're around them, you can
Mm-hmm.
you can tell them to do anything.
Anything.
Bring anybody up in there and they're gonna do
And that's what he did. Hmm.
what he did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now also, now Jane is getting into some graphic testimony, describing sketches where she would have prolonged sex with Sean Combs for 12 to 15 hours,
My
dressing
God, my
up
God.
in high stripper shoes and taking a lot of drugs. Wait now,
Mm-hmm.
12 to 15 hours?
Yeah, they say he took that stuff. He didn't sleep. Even Carissa say that he don't sleep at night. He don't sleep. He be full of that stuff that keep him woke and that stuff that make the Tootsie Roll stand up.
Ooh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they showed pictures of all them high heel shoes. I had the picture of those shoes. Let me see. Can I bring up a picture of all them high heel shoes that they talking about? Ooh, my Lord. And I say to myself, I know he had to be wearing some of them high heel shoes. Because they had, when they took pictures and was showing exhibits,
Yeah.
exhibit one,
Mm-hmm.
exhibit two, and all that stuff. Those
Mm-hmm.
high heel shoes. What
That's a
man got in his closet all them high heel shoes?
that's a
Who's a
sick
man in his
man.
right mind want a closet full of shoes?
Women
Oh,
should.
stilettos and
Mm-hmm.
hooker shoes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to find them. What did I do with all them high heel shoes? Uh, Let me get a little closer to this and try to find some of those exhibits. I don't know what did I do with them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I don't see them. Well, maybe I got them on a slide because I had. Remember, I showed the I had showed that at one point. I can't find them, guys, right now.
They'll come
Um,
up. They'll come up. When you
yeah,
least expect it, you'll stumble right on it.
yeah. Okay, but anyway, those high heel, them red shoes, and all them other the
Mm-hmm.
red ones was the ones that stood out. Them stripper shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they
He
would
want
do
he
this
want
for her.
every woman
Mhm.
to be a stripper. He want every woman to. That's why he make them wear that name, Janet. He want
Mhm.
them to remind him of dear old mom,
Dear old mother dearest.
Mother Dearest.
Hmm. And
Mm, mm, mm,
she said, the dealer, Combs is sitting in his chair, pushing
mm.
back from the defense table. So that's in the courtroom right now. Combs, he's pushing back from the defense table. His legs are casual, crossed, with his hands in his lap. He is listening
Watch him. He
intensely,
might be
but
playing with
showing
himself. Watch him.
very little reaction. Huh?
Hands in his lap. You better watch him.
So he's doing one of these. He sitting back from the defense table. His hands is in his lap with his legs crossed,
Mm-hmm.
and showing very little reaction.
Yeah, legs crossed, hands in
Right.
his lap. They
That
better
means
watch him. He might be
I
playing with
disagree.
himself.
I don't like what y'all saying. I don't agree with that. That's
Mm-hmm.
because he can't throw a fit, pick up, start slamming his phone on
Yeah,
the desk
yeah,
and stuff. He
yeah.
can't do that. So this is another way of protest. I disagree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now it says Jane is holding back tears, taking pause in between her testimony as she describes how their relationship devolved into dark fantasy
Oh my God.
SEX. Mm,
Oh, he got a dark fantasy, all right.
hmm. Now
Mm-hmm.
Combs and Jane had an intersection networks uh, past lovers before they became involved. So the pseudonym witness testified that they had a child with
No, you better finish that
Oh,
sentence. Pinky. Don't you tell me it's another little.
well, no. You see, I stopped and looked
All
at it
right.
to make sure.
Don't I can't take no more. I can't take no more
Okay,
monsters.
okay. Jane testified that she had a child with one of Combs' old friends.
Oh, thank you,
And
Lord.
you
Thank
know,
you.
Combs don't like no woman that been with a friend of his or anything. And was in a relationship with child's father until a falling out in 2015. Combs, in turn, was dating one of Jane's good friends when they met in 2020. So wait now. So
Mm-hmm.
she had a baby with one of Combs' friends, and
Mm-hmm.
Combs was dating one of her friends.
Mm-hmm. So what he did was when he got with her, that was to pay his friend back. He was getting revenge on his
Payback.
friend by using her.
Payback.
Mm-hmm. A big payback.
hmm And then Jane testified that they brushed aside the history and soon found themselves in a whirlwind romance. No, that's that love bombing like he did Cassie.
That's right. That's right.
He don't be in love with because he
Uh-uh.
always said Kim was
He,
his
he,
number one.
he be doing his strategy. That's all he doing, playing the
Right.
game.
Because you fooled around with a friend of mine and you got a
Mm-hmm.
baby. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't forgive that. So this is
Mm-hmm.
payback. This is to use you and
Yeah, I'm
abuse
gonna
you.
break you down. I'm gonna make you crawl and beg like the hole that I say you is.
Oh, you got to watch. Yeah, we got it on my third channel. Pinky, the housewife, can handle that word. The ones that not monetized can't handle it because they are being monetized. They're I'm screening from all three channels today.
Mm.
Okay. Now, also, he always said that Kim was his queen. And I heard this again yesterday. I was watching the news, right? And they report
Mhm.
on it too. So on the news, uh, they said Kim was his queen. Cassie was moldable, something he
Mhm.
could mold
Yeah.
and fix and turn. And
Mhm.
they was describing they had to go into describing what do you mean by moldable, saying that she can be molded into whatever he wants. He can fit
Mhm.
this one and turn it that way. She gonna do
Mhm.
whatever I want to because I'm molding her into
Mhm.
what he wants her to be. And what
Mhm.
he wanted her to be is his little sex slave.
Mhm.
That's all.
Yeah.
And the reason why she parade around with him everywhere, because she's very beautiful. She
Mhm.
had the body.
He
The
just wanted a woman on his arm so people
right,
would know that he sometime had a man on his
right.
arm.
He needed to
Mhm.
portray that.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was a cover up.
in the music industry, a lot of the men are on the down low.
That's right.
So they go and get these women and marry these
Uh-huh.
women, these beards. They call them
Mhm.
beards. Or they
Mhm.
marry them or date them and they
Mhm.
make sure they get them pregnant so that way you don't think they're
Mhm.
that they on the down low, that they in
Yeah.
the closet hiding. They
Yeah.
use women as cover and then the woman, once he get them all tangled up with them, then they let them know, oh, I have to have men too.
Mhm.
And then you are already in, they're already under your control. They're not going
Mhm.
to change. You're not going to let them go. And if they do try to go, you're going to let them know what's going to happen to them and
Mhm.
that child, because I'm going to take that child from you too. And
Mhm.
you may be pushing daisies.
Thank you. You're gonna have pneumonia.
Right. Oh Lord. Yeah. Thinking of pneumonia. I try to Bernie Mac had pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
The comedian. Very strong man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets pneumonia.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
And it was somebody else that got pneumonia I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember who it was. Uh, Pneumonia too. But I can't remember. It'll come to me. Another person that you would never think would get pneumonia
Mm-hmm.
and just be gone. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me just say this. And she said, let me see. Uh, What did I just leave off? Beginning their relationship. Remember when I was first, he walked in. Okay. She said, Jane said she flew to Miami. Jane said she flew. She's on the stand. She said she flew to Miami in January of 2021. This is 2021 to spend a week with Sean Combs at the beginning of their relationship. I remember when I first saw Sean, he walked in the door. He walks in the door of the hotel room, and it was just like larger than life. The witness testified using a court-approved synonym, which is Jane. He was just immediately immersed in conversation with me. Yeah, he's trying to take over, let you know who he are. He's probably asking you 1,000 questions.
What you like, baby?
Right.
What you want to be? What you want? What kind of career you want to have? I can do all that for you. I'm Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop, won't stop. What you need?
What you need, baby. And then she said, James said they spent the night together and watched the sunrise over the balcony. Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
he
I
was
would not
blowing
be
her
on the
mind,
balcony
wasn't it?
with this man.
Yeah,
You
he
can't
blowing her
get me.
mind.
No balcony. We ain't doing no balconies. Okay.
Uh,
But they watched the sunrise over the balcony. We made lots of love.
sex, woman. That wasn't love.
You got to say sex.
Oh, sex.
Yes.
Y'all made lots of sex. That wasn't love.
Okay.
Golly.
She said after that we went to a proper date night.
Mm.
We went to a restaurant. We got dressed up. We had more of a melon one-on-one setting. On her flight home, Jane said, I was pretty head over heels for Sean already. Regular everyday man, you wouldn't be heads over heels. Not one minute. But she was heads over heels already. The whole night, the whole time he had her in a hotel.
Yeah,
The
he
whole
done already
time.
blew. He done already blew her mind.
Right. That's that love bombing he did for her. He just love bombed her. And Jane was drawn to Sean Combs pretty much instantly. She testified Thursday afternoon. Combs' ex-girlfriend, who is testifying on to call synonym described feeling conflict in their initial encounter since Combs was dating her friend at the time. Ooh, my Lord. I wonder who this friend is. Wait now. She said she felt conflict in their initial encounters since Combs was dating her friend at the time. On the final evening of their visit to Miami with that friend and others, she said Combs invited the group over to his home for a movie night. So you're going to invite her, the friend, and all other people too. So you know how women are. We are catty. We
Mm-hmm.
looking at each other. That's my man. That's my man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
See, but he's testing you. That's
Yep.
what he's doing.
That's what he doing. He making sure that you can keep a secret. He making sure that you put him above your friend.
Mhm.
He figuring out exactly who you are and how much power he got over you
Yeah.
already.
And if you can sit there with that woman and everything, more, sooner or later, he's going to have both of y'all. And then, but he's pitting y'all against each other at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But he tests everybody. At the
Yeah, but
movie,
think about this here.
hmm,
The guy she was going with, his friend, wasn't he sitting there? They was couples.
right.
So what
Mhm.
you playing in your friend face too?
Playing in everybody's face
Mm-hmm.
and letting them know you got the power.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet he was grinning and doing a smirk look and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's going to speak out or anything because they're afraid. They're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Now it says at the movie theater in Combs' home. See, they don't do movie theaters in homes no more. I got a movie theater in my home. They don't do that no more. These people build homes these days. You don't get movie theaters.
Mm-mm.
They don't build those no more. They give you a one living room house. They don't give you all these 4 and 5 living areas, movie theaters, game rooms, bonus rooms. They don't do that no more.
But you
Okay,
got to make your own media room.
you got to make your own media room these
Mm-hmm,
days.
mm-hmm.
I tell you. And over mine, going into my big giant double doors to my media room, it's called movie. And big cast stone, big heavy letters. It got the word movie theater. Movie, yeah, written over that. I've never looked. But anyway, it says at the movie theater in Combs' home, Jane and Combs text covertly. She describes the defendant much like many witnesses have in this trial, larger than life, she said. He had a big personality, super charming. You have to in order to be call yourself the devil or people think of you as a demon. You have to have that big personality, super charming, because you want to throw them off their game. You want to be able to walk in a room and they're all eyes on you.
Well, now
So
the
you can
Pinky, Satan is a snake in the Bible. He's a snake. And what do snakes do? They charm you. When they rattle that tail, when that snake be rattling that tail,
Mhm.
grinning and hopping around and dancing, rattling that tail, he's charming you. He's
Mhm.
getting you to look up on him with glee, with joy, with love. Didn't he name himself? My name is Love.
Oh yes, love, brother love. First it was brother love, then it just dropped to love.
Love.
Hmm
Mm-hmm.
His baby girl's name is Love.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Nobody ain't
Hmm
paying attention to that. You the only CC I heard even mention that. Nobody ain't paying attention.
hmm Baby girl name is Love.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got this big personality, super charming. The pair began dating soon after the trip, and James' friend moved on to a new partner. Oh, she just took him. No, she didn't take him. He let her think she took him.
Yeah, yeah. He pushed the other person who had been with him to the side.
Right. And it's all the game to the
That's
devil.
right. That's right. Who
You're
can do
part
what for
of
me?
those little Tic Tacs, part of those
Mm-hmm.
little M&Ms or
That's right.
Skittles that he got in his bowl. And he
Mm-hmm.
takes the ones out that he need to play with that day. And the ones that he need to threaten allegedly too.
Mm-hmm.
hmm Okay. And it says they're saying that Jane is she testified today, but she's expected to testify multiple days on the
Yeah,
stand.
it takes a Thursday.
Yeah, today is Thursday, so she expected they thinking multiple days, so she'll be there Friday and maybe Monday too, to support the government's sex trafficking allegations against Sean Combs.
Mm-hmm.
Jane Jane identity is being kept secret due to serious and horrified nature of her up and coming testimony, which
Mm-hmm.
the prosecution prevailed during their opening statement last month. So she's a key witness, and
Yeah.
her testimony she's corroborating Cassie's testimony. If you listen
And
to it,
and done.
yeah, done, yeah, she's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
corroborating uh, these other past witnesses
Yeah,
on the
and frankly
stand. She's
speaking, they all
corroborating
collaborating each other
each
because they're
other.
telling the
Yeah,
truth.
right.
Because Cassie even stated how he held her friend over the balcony.
hmm
But now you want us to believe you didn't do it. Come on now.
Right. Right. And let me see what else is saying. Uh, and friend. Okay, I read that she met him in 2020 in Miami, and Combs was dating one of her friends, and the pair came along the trip with them. Right now, when the trip ended, James said Combs ordered her his phone number.
Mm.
Uh, so he gave her his phone number. You know what she's
Mm-hmm.
gonna do with that? Who is
Yeah,
using? Okay.
he had a plan in his head right there.
Okay. Jane is using it. Okay, wait now. Testified that day text each other under different pet names. So James testified that they had pet names that they would text. She said text each other under different pet names. She often called him, what is it, Ernie?
Ernie.
On
I call him.
Sesame Street. You wonder, and he looking like somebody from Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm. Look like
Ernie,
Oscar the garbage man.
right. I wonder
Mm-hmm.
who picked that name.
He did. He want to be Ernie.
Right. From
You call
Sesame
me
Street.
Ernie.
Because
You
you can't
call
put
me Ernie.
P. Diddy or something. So if somebody gets your phone or anything
Mm-hmm.
goes left, like it goes now, oh, that's not me. That's
Mm-hmm.
somebody named Ernie.
But you know, I'm surprised with his big ego. He didn't say, "Call me Big Bird." Call
Right.
me Big Bird with a little
Mhm.
tootsie roll. Call me Big Bird.
A big
I'm
daddy.
surprised he didn't go for that.
Yeah. Oh my God. It said, so the government has called this next witness to the stand. Okay. Let me see. Consider the most important. Okay. Well, James' testimony was spoken, considered one of the most important ones of today, and also for the next several days on the stand.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Oh, Santos. Okay, let's talk about Santos. Testified was dry. They're saying his testimony was dry. He is a forensic expert testifying for the purpose of understanding and validating text messages from the phone of Jane and Jane, which is a pseudonym witness who dated Combs beginning in 2020 and is about to testify about her alleged abuse. So prolonged and alleged abuse. So he is Santos is the guy that's testifying about the text messages.
Yeah, about
And
he the one who testified about the text messages, how they was able to bring up see, they found the phone that came out when they
okay.
did the raid. They found the phone on the floor, and that phone turned out to be the
But now,
Diddler
when
phone.
they did the raid, they
Yeah,
found the phone on Combs' floor in one of
yeah,
his phones.
yeah. And that was one of the phones that's his. And his lawyers and stuff wanted to figure out how you get this kind of information. The raid, they're trying to say it wasn't legal, it wasn't this. So that's why the government brought in the expert to tell how could you find this information? Well, we got this phone, and maybe y'all added something to the phone. That's what they tried to say. Call them. Maybe y'all added something. Maybe it's distorted. Maybe you misreading it. Maybe this, maybe that. And he's saying, we got an expert that download this stuff.
Oh, wait, go ahead, Justice. Wait, go ahead. Let me clear my. Go ahead, Justice.
Okay. He was saying that we bringing in an expert to go through and explain to you how we could see and know the things we know, and how stuff that you thought was erased is not erased. Our expert was able to bring all of this information back up. So they got some stuff where he talking some real wrongdoing stuff, and that's why his team was fighting that the government do not use his texts. Y'all made that up. Y'all did it. And no, we didn't. We got an expert.
Okay. I'm gonna have to thank you, Justice, for going on. That was somebody at the door knocking, letting me know I got to go. We got
Okay.
Okay, but let me just say this, and I'm glad you put that out there because so we know what Santos is. Let me just read this one little statement, and then we're going to be going because I got to go. Santos has explained how he extracted and recovered emojis from WhatsApp store data, and at what point a cell phone deletes its underlying data. At least 2/3 of the messages on Jane's phone have been deleted, but most of it was recovered. Let me see. And anything else about Santos right quick before okay, that's enough. I'll finish talking about Santos. We're going to continue talking about Santos tomorrow. That was my daughter
Okay.
letting me know. Because we got to go somewhere. We got to
Okay.
meet hubby. All of us meeting up with hubby because we're still celebrating her birthday.
Okay. I'm going down, Pinky, and y'all enjoy yourself.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
I'll see you
Okay.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow
Yes,
around
ma'am.
the same bat time on the same bat station.
All right, Batman. Robin will be here.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to call it short. I'm going to do tonight for today, and I'm going to do this when I get back. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go ahead and finish reading the transcripts and things from the court house. I'm going to go back over. I'm going to pick up on Santos because I didn't finish what Santos had to say. And the third, anybody else that was on the stand. So I'm going to finish and go in depth, but that's going to be a pre-recorded video that I will be dropping. So I do appreciate everybody in here. Make sure you all hit that like button for me. Please hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I've been having a great time with this live today, and I do appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you, Justice, for coming up on the panel. Miss Tina, Miss Tina, Terry, everybody. Debbie, thank you for being here, Debbie. Renita, thank you. Sharon, thank you. Thank you all. If I missed anybody, thank you all for being here. To the chat, happy. Y'all have a wonderful, happy, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday and everything, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and go, and y'all know how we do it. Make sure you just hit that like button on your way out the door. But y'all know how we do it. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great.